Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, well, the moon, I guess, is where we are in it. So, I just took a trip to the outpost, and on the way back, I grabbed some coal, oxide, and volatile. Because today, I want to get on with the ore processing, which means we're going to need an amount of fuel to get us started. The reason I went over to the outpost was because the amount of stacks that I have is on 0, and it's taken a while, and I couldn't quite remember what I'd done. I wanted to make sure it was still working, which it is. And then I realized, obviously, we've got chutes after the silo, and because we're reading from the silo, we're not seeing what's in those chutes. So that's one thing. Number two, we've only got one deep drill over there. So I kind of think I want to improve that a little bit. So I'm going to go over today and I'm going to potentially put maybe maybe two more deep drills. Let's triple the speed. Let's get as much ore coming through as possible so that our rocket is ready to go and we know that we're going to have a large amount of ore over there. At the moment it's 0, but I know there's 2 stacks in this chute system. Probably 3 now in the time it's taken me to get back. So yeah, I need to sort that out. The reason I got the coal is because I want to keep on top of my CO2. Obviously, we've got 45 moles. Not a lot. We've got a bit coming in from here, so that'll be passing through the system. But it's not a lot, so I want to just keep us going just for a little while longer. So all I was going to do was degas some coal into the furnace, and that will release CO2, and that should hopefully keep us going for a period of time. You can see there we've got tons now, tons of CO2. So once we've got that cooled, then our plant should be good to go for a little while. Obviously this is all degassed now, so that's fine. That's not really a problem. Let me grab this, put that in there. Put you in there. Oh shit, pressure. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? When you off-gas your furnace, it's likely to blow. But yeah, so I think we'll get rid of all that. Stick you in there. So the CO2 that we currently have in here is now going to be getting hot, is what it is. It won't pass through. So we've currently got 41 moles. It's not going to last very long. Our base is still okay. We're at 30% CO2. Not an issue. We've just got to wait for this to cool and do its thing. Let's speed this up a little bit. How we're looking in here now. So we're going to end up with about 2 kilomoles of CO2, which is fine. I could increase the rate of the cooling, but I'm not gonna. Unless it becomes a massive problem, I'll leave it as it is. I could probably use some medium radiators out there potentially just to speed things up, but I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't want to, because we had it before where the pipe broke because it was getting too cold too quick. So we'll leave it as it is and just kind of go from there. But yeah, so before I get on to the ore processing, I want to go and basically add another 2 deep drills to the outpost. I need steel, electrum, invar, and constantin. Yikes. Do I have any of the normal alloys? I've got some steel in there. We'll take that. I'm not seeing any constantin anywhere. So give me that. Give me that. You know what? Eject everything. Yeah, there's no 0.5s in there. It's fine. And I'll just leave you in there. That's okay. There's some solder. There's some electrum. Can't remember if I even need those, but they're in there now. More steel. Screw it. Have it. What do you need? Invar, constantin. Have I not got any invar? I think the answer to that is no. That is a shame. Although I'm sure I had. I mean, I definitely don't. That's fine. We'll get some made. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. So if we have a look at constanton, what do we? Oh, copper. Fuck. All right. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and go and do some mining for copper. I don't really have much, and well, we all saw what happened. I put the entire bag into the recycler, and we lost the whole bag of copper. But in my defense, it's stupid. Right, I need a backpack. I need iron for that. Any iron? Thank you very much. That is not enough iron. Stick you in there. Make one of those. Got it. Right, we got you. Right, I will quickly go and do some copper mining. I need a new battery in here. And I will bring you right back. Okay, so I got got an amount of copper. Not going to change the world, but it's going to keep me going for a little while. Hopefully it'll be enough to make the constant. Well, it'll clearly be enough to make the constantin that I need. But the idea, obviously, today is if we can get the ore processing area up and running, then I shouldn't have to go do mining anymore, because we should have tons of iron, copper, and silicon. And then all being well, we'll start setting up other outposts. And I think I quite like the idea of the rocket going and getting my stuff, so maybe I'll go and do multiple rockets from multiple places. I could probably set up one rocket to go to different places, like I set where I want it to go. Oh, maybe that's an idea. Oh, maybe. In the meantime, anyway, let me get a amount of copper processed. So give me some. That's the wrong one. Give me some fuel. And to be honest, I'm not going to degas anymore because I realized that the problem I'm having with CO2 stems from the fact that I'm not degassing my ore, so I'm not gaining anything when smelting anything. So instead, we will continue to degas. And it also helps us avoid putting our entire bag of ore into the bloody recycler. Doesn't stop us from putting the entire bag into the furnace, but that's not something that's going to happen, hopefully. Right, 2 more stacks. And then we can get... Oh, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to be I'm not supposed to be processing all the copper. I want bloody constantin, you fool. Right, that's going to give me 150. So what do I need? I need 150 nickel. Potentially. Yeah, okay. Stick you... where's my bag? Put you in there. Give me nickel. How much have I got? Right, I need 150 of you. So 1, 2, 3. Tidy this up a little bit. Stick you there. Alright. And then this needs to be basically any temperature, but just at relatively high pressure. Need a bit more fuel. So let's stick some fuel in. Which will also up the temperature, but is what it is. It's fine. Get to 20. Right, there's our constantin. Easy peasy. Lovely 300 gram. Right, for Invar, a little bit more difficult. Because I need a very hot temperature. Now, I could just continue dumping more fuel in. Oh, actually, I've already got what I need. Oh, I've just put iron and nickel in there and we've done it. Let me open that. Oh, you taking the biscuit. I'm going to have to put ingots in. Give me that. Give me... This is going to cool the furnace down ridiculously, but is what it is. 3 iron. 3 nickel. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. We potentially are just a bit high on the pressure. Let me quickly remove some of that now. We've got the temperature. Just need to get it below 20 megapascal. Rather quickly.
Hydration critical.
There's my invar. Easy. Not difficult in the slightest. Right, you and you. Alright, so that's going to give me 3. No, it isn't. It's going to give me 2 because of the steel. I'm happy with 2. What we're also going to need to do is, because we're going for more deep draws, we're probably going to need more solar. Or do I just go for more batteries over there? Maybe another battery and 3 solar. Gold, copper, and steel. I've got all of these here. You, and you. One of those. So another battery and then solar panels. And I need more copper. More gold. What are we at? So we're going to be... Yeah, that should do us another 3 solar panels, I think. So that should be fine. Oh, there was a comment. Actually, I need to go and check on this. So somebody said... Can't remember who it was, I'm sorry. But somebody said that I screwed up with the thing. They said that I was reading... So obviously at the outpost, I am converting the number of stacks that we're getting from the side of the quantity to 50. So I know how many I've got there. And they said that I screwed up somewhere in the code where I'm using that number. But I don't know if I am. So we load the setting, we save the setting. That's all we're doing on that because we're not automatically sending the rocket. But when we're at ICS here, load into R0 from the store is the quantity. So this is when it's at the outpost. It's checking to make sure the quantity is 50 in the rocket. Once it is, then the rocket will come back. I'm not converting that. I'm not timesing that by 50. Because I'm sure someone said it will wait until it has 10. And then it'll come back, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will anyway. No, it looks fine. So I'm pretty confident on that. As soon as we start getting a number up here, we'll obviously we'll send the rocket out again. But not until we have more deep miners. So what else do I need to make you? I need tons of steel sheets, cable, and electronic parts. Make my solar panels. That's going to do 2. I need more copper. Got that now, so that's fine. 1530. I need more steel in there. Oh, my steel's in here. Give me my steel. Got the battery, so that's something. Steel sheets, steel sheets, steel sheets. We have no steel sheets. And that's silver. Alright, well once you've done that, and I'll make some steel sheets. So I'm going to have 2 of these, so I need 24 steel sheets. I already have 17. The battery uses steel sheets as well, I think. Yes, so I need 26 in total. I've got 17, so I need to just print out 9. So 10 to get rid of the 0.5. There's some iron, not that I need it. What we got? We got 1 solar panel. You're going to print out another 1. Well, just waiting for this, aren't we? Bread, 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 bread. Give me bread. Yeah, we're also going to have to start looking at producing volatile. So I don't know if we're going to get that done today, but that is something that we need to do so we can keep our fuel production up and running, ready for the ore production. Ore processing. It's not producing anything. What else am I going to need? I don't know if there is anything else really. So we're going to have... We'll go for like 3 centrifuges. Obviously all fueled in. Or all piped into fuel. We'll keep the excess because we can use that to siphon more CO2 from. Normally I just get rid of it, but we may as well dump it into this tank and cool it. Don't see why not. Right, I need steel sheets. So I said I need 26. I've got 17, so if we print 10, that should do us. You've done 2 solar panels. Excuse me, I am going to go for another one. But I need the steel out of here. I mean, I could always make some steel, I think, actually. To be honest. But no rush, no rush. Boom. Right, give me that. Give me my steel. Where is the steel? There we go. got it. Right. One more solar panel, please. So we have our steel sheets. We've got us almost got our solar. We're going to need glass for the solar panels. Do I have glass? Of course I don't. What do you think this place is? Prepared? No! Oh, almost. Alright, glass. So we're going to need 3 of these. Thank you. And then I've got plenty of heavy cable. I'm just going to need some normal cable, which we will do after this solar panel. Do I need normal cable? Yeah, we'll make some just in case. I already have the solar tracking over there. We'll have to change the code so that it batch turns off the deep miners. Oh, I need electronic parts, don't I? Yes. Electronic parts, iron. There's 13. Not enough. Give me that. Ah! What you want? 2. And the deep miners, I think it's 4 each. Yeah, so I need a total of 8 of those. That's not many cable cores. I may not need all those anyway. Oh, I am. I can't remember if I'm using heavy cable throughout the outpost. I might be. I would rather go prepared just in case. It's a long, bloody trip. Right, I do not... Oh, I will need the chutes. I don't need the plastic. I've got the deep miners, cable sheets, electronic parts. Oh, yeah, good thing I'm printing out cable actually for those. The battery I've got, the battery just uses the steel sheets and screwdriver. So that is also good. We'll have to change the code to batch read from the batteries as well, because I think it's only reading from... Well, it is only reading from the one. So we'll sort that. I think that's everything we need. Save me some power, please. We've got a shed ton of flour now, so food's no longer an issue. But I want to try and get one of each food if I can. I've never really done that before. Quite a nice little task. But yeah, alright. I will meet you back at the outpost, methinks. I hate that flight so much. Okay. We made it. Let's get these bloody bits down. Oh, you're taking the piss. I haven't bought any frames. We're going to have to borrow some frames. That's fine, I guess. We could put them... I don't want to break my own rule by not having floating frames. I'm not going back. I'm gonna break my own rule. Because I refuse. Oh no. Ah, you know what? Screw that rule. Fucking screw that rule. This technically isn't floating because that chute is holding it. Oh, look at all the dirty ore that I've got. That's quicker than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, screw this. So that's not technically floating. That's not technically floating. And this cable's not technically floating. So, you know what? Technically, it's all fine. So I could take all of this out. Look, that's supported. That chute is holding that up. What a very strong chute. And now I can put these here. And they're not technically floating because they're held on by the base. So, you know, it's just physics. Right. Solar panel. Where are my solar panels? Why do I not see my solar panels? Where the hell is my solar panel? Oh, yeah, there. Right. We're doing single, which are all that way. 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, 3. We've got yellow heavy cables. Let's get these guys hooked up. Run you all the way across. Boom. So we we've doubled our power input. Now let's double our power storage. Technically, oh, you fucker. I can't technically float this battery. I need to get you to the yellow cable. Where is my chip? Technically. I could run. Part of me wants to just put the battery there. But at the same time, it's like, really? Are we going to go there? But it's just what part of me wants to do. I could put it here, but the problem is that cable is kind of in my way. Which means I would have to run I could run the yellow cable from the back, which isn't really the issue. The issue is running the output of this battery into that. I could go through the frame, but I don't have a floor to put there. Although, I can use that. So, screw it. I think it's probably fine there. Whoops, it's easy. We will run that into the back. And then the output of this. Oh, so the logic. Oh, fuck a doodle. Alright, hang on. You can't go there. You can't go there. No! I can't reach the cable. Just move the battery, you moron. Why am I... What? Think. Just think. Alright, take the wrench. Take the battery out. Now I can get the cable. Aha. There we go. Then battery's going to go there. Aha. There we go. Then we're going to run this one this way. Corner you into here. Like. Come on. Come on, don't be a dick. Aha. And then I need the red cable from this to that. But to be honest, I can go under this frame. I just need to borrow a wall. So my hope is I could take this and put a flat wall down. And then steel sheet it. Okay. Let me get some more steel sheets on you. Welder. Screwdriver. Boom. Well, we can turn you on by default. And then I just need the cable to connect to that. So I need to take this frame out. So it's the frame below the frame that I'm removing. So it's that frame. You go in there. Pretty sure it's this frame, which it is. And we will just run the heavy cable through here. There was a time when I didn't used to do this. I'd be like, no, you can't run a cable through a frame. I just do it all the time now because I've got no principles. And then that can go into there. Like so. And then we get our welder, put our frame back together. Go inside and we should be able to move that floor piece without having a problem. Cribber. You. And can I turn these glasses off? Give me this. Alright. So all is fine now. All is good. That's not getting no charge because I haven't got that plugged in. We will sort that out shortly. For now, let me get this in. Stick it there. There we go. Lovely jubbly. We have no backup still. We're waiting for this, but it's fine. I'm almost sure of that. Right. We have our additional solar panels. We have our spare battery. Let me go and get that battery cabled in. Which is just there. Like so. So that should be charging now. Which it's not. Obviously it won't because we have no sun. But that's fine, it will. And then all I've got left to do is stick some more deep drills in. So I'm going to put one here. Because I can. And we're going to go for one over here. I probably don't have enough chutes. Because as we've established, I do not get prepared. But never mind. Right, uno. And B. Right, don't need you. Then it's screwdriver and electronic part, I think. No, it's not. It's cable coil. One. And does. And then I need electronic parts. Right. This is going to be a lot more power hungry than it was before, but my hope is the solar storms coming will charge the batteries. We may find that during the day we get enough power just to charge the batteries anyway. Is my hope. Right, I need to get these guys cabled in. So, this red power, is that a normal cable coil? It is a normal cable coil. So we'll bring this all the way across here. Goes into... Oh, fuck. I need to do this through the frames, really, don't I? That way, that yellow cable can get through without an issue. So give me the wrench. We're going to do 1, 2. That one doesn't need it. Bring cable down. Like so. And luckily I did print out more of these because I definitely need them. So we'll run this all the way across. Wire cutters, please. Come on. Come on. There we go. I can go through the corner piece like it was planned and everything. Corner coming down. Corner going that way. 1, 2, 3. Right, they're all powered. Lovely job there. Now I need my heavy cable. And we need to connect the data. Which is much easier. So we'll just run you all the way across here. Like so. And then you straight across into there. Boom and boom. Right, let's get these frames worded back up so it doesn't look stupid. 1 and 2. Perfect. And the last thing I need to do now is get the chute. And this is where I'm going to get bit in the arsehole. Because I don't have enough. I'm pretty positive I do not have enough here. So I don't know how I'm going to get these to connect either. 4, 3. Let's bring the other one across. Oh, wait a second. I could try using the 5s. That may save me some. Well, not many, but some. I don't know. I've got to get into the habit of using these. You. Give me a 5. There we go. And then all I've got to do is figure out how I'm going to connect it. So it looks like I do have enough chutes, which is always good. So I don't think that can be a junction. I don't think so anyway. Oh, it can. Okay. Well, that's good. Because that's exactly what I need. So we stick 1 there. And then I just need to get you connected to that. Let me turn these glasses off now because it's doing my nutting. So, come on. You there. And then this one goes here. Ah, look at that. I had everything that I needed. So they've obviously still got to get down to the bottom. Is what it is. It's a long way down. But now all I need to do is amend the code so that it's dealing with all 3 drills. Solar, we're smashing it, so that's fine. So get my laptop, which I'm hoping is in here. Uh-oh. No. 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 Oh, no. Oh, I've got to go back home. And then I've got to come back here. No. Have I definitely not brought it? Don't know why I'm looking in my glasses. It ain't going to be in there. Oh, you idiot. It's still at home. I'll be back. Right. You know what? It's issues like this, which is exactly why I should have a bloody computer at the outpost. But chances are I'm probably not going to be going back there that often soon, I hope, anyway. So I guess we'll see. We still got 0. But that's probably right. We're still waiting for the silo to back up. So we'll see. While I'm here, let's quickly shove bread into our mouth. And get ourselves some water as well. And then I get to do the long trip back. Longest 6 minutes of my life. Water. Is there anything else that I need to take with me? It might not hurt to take some steel frames. Maybe. Nah. Right. See you back there. Not sure if I mentioned it, but I absolutely hate that bloody flight. It takes forever. Right. On the plus side, what I could do, because my waste tank is almost full, this is the wrong tablet. Where's my tablet? You go there. You go there. So because my waste tank is full, I can empty it into this room. And know that it's not a complete waste. I can set you inward. Or we could just suck it into there. Job done. What's also nice is that this battery is still pretty much full and this one isn't. But that means that those 3 deep miners running are not completely draining us, which is good. That's very nice. You can see there that battery's on 92% full. But we need to make some changes. So if I grab this code. So basically, wherever we are loading from a battery, I'm just going to do that as a batch now because I've got 2 of them. I mean, I could do it as pinned if I really wanted to, but yeah, we're not going to do that. Whoops. So what we will do is rather than aliasing the miners and aliasing the batteries, we will define the miners. Deep miner. We will, yes, we will define you as that. And we will define the batteries as that. Okay. So then all we're doing is we're just changing our load. So we're going to load batch into R0 from the battery, the ratio. Now the problem here is, do we do sum or average? Min and max isn't going to help. I guess I add them together. But what do you get if you add 2 ratios together? You get a 0.9 plus of whatever. I guess you do the same thing, don't you? So we could do sum. Get them together, add them. So you'll get 0.9 and 0.1. Add them together, you get 1. Then what we're going to do is we're going to div into R0 divided by 2. That's fine. We could just do the average. Because the average will do that as the same thing. So let's do average. And then that is that. And then obviously that's that. And then down here we're going to save batch to the miner. Save batch to the miner. Oh, miners with an S. Interesting that isn't like, that didn't go red. You'd think because I'm trying to save it to something that doesn't exist now because I've noted it out. If I just, oh no. Yeah. So if I do that and do that. Oh, so even if I comment. That seems a bit odd, doesn't it? I mean, so can I you need to have alias? Interesting that the code still is calculating that message even though it's noted out. Very interesting. Be careful of that, because I guess that's extra calculations that you probably don't need to be doing. Very interesting. But that should do the job, really. So if I confirm that, export, and that should just work. No, why would it? Invalid integer at line 25. Oh. Batteries. Try again. There we go. So now we have an average between the two of 43. And we've set this so that the miners will stay on until it hits about 20%. But you can see there the average is going up because the sun is out. So that's good. Perfect. And we still have nothing in the silo. What are you taking so long for? Let me turn this off, actually. How long we got to wait before the next load of deep ore is going through? Because I need to check that I'm actually receiving the number. We're on 23. Come on, you fools. You at the bottom yet, or what? Oh, we're now on 33. Were we just on 33? I can't remember if we were on 23 or 33. I can't remember. So what it's looking like is, and I assume me being here doesn't cause a shadow, no? Oh yeah, I got shadows turned off because of Vulcan. Okay, so I could probably turn them back on for the moon, but never mind. We're currently producing what I think is enough power to run 3 deep miners during the day because we're increasing the power. The question is, do we use more than that during the night? That is the big question. Oh, we're on 44. We're on 44. We may get some come through shortly. You're now not producing power, but that's fine. That is absolutely a-okay. Cancel. I just want to know. I want to see one go in, and I want that to change to 50. And then I know that I should get 50 at the other side, and we can test that and make sure that's working. But I need it to come on through, please. Average is going up. Not worried about that. I'll leave the beacon on, it doesn't matter. Ah, there we go. That didn't take long, actually. I didn't even have to cut the video there. So we've got one in there. And now we have 50 here. Perfect. So I now need to see if I can get that 50 coming on the other side, just to make sure that's working. So for the final time today, I will see you back at home. That was a bit unexpected. I'll see you back at home. Right. Made it home, which is all fine. And we can see it there. So in the time of me coming home, we managed to get another 3 stacks in there. So I know I've got 150 in there. So the rockets, I think we said, can hold 50 stacks. You know what's a bit annoying is that I would have to keep dividing this number by 50 so I know how many stacks that I've actually got in there. I know at the moment I've got 3. But for 50 stacks, I need this number to say a number. I think it needs to say 2,500? Don't know. So I'm tempted to actually change my code on this side, and it just means we're wasting time. Well, we're wasting code on the other side, but I'm going to divide that number by 50, just so it makes a bit more sense to me. So if I import this, stick it in there. So here, well, there's a few different places, but we're taking the setting. What I want to do here is div into R0, R0 divided by 50. Whoa, not like that. And then obviously, excuse me, then we do that. I'm going to copy that line. And we're just going to stick this everywhere we've got one of these. So here as well. Wait, maybe not there. Load the transmitter, save, load into R0. Oh yeah, we just need to divide that by 5 instead. Not divide by 5, minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's fine. If we're at ICS, yeah, so that's it traveling back, but that's fine. We don't need to worry too much about that. We already divided that by 50. Then it does all of this. Fine. And then here, we're just going to divide by 50 as well. Turn that on, turn that on, turn that on. This bit just stays here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was never getting to the yield. So actually, I'm going to do that as negative 10. And then here, we'll do that as well. That'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that needs to be negative 5, negative 7, negative 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. And then here we do all of this. So this is our countdown. During the countdown, we don't get a dedicated thing, but it doesn't really matter. Sorry, we don't get a dedicated. Dedicated? That's not the fucking word I want. We don't get a accurate reading for like 8 seconds. Not the end of the world. So that will become a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is fine. Here we'll do that, and this will become a negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And that should be all we need to do. So now, 200 should become 4. Perfect. So I know now I've got 4 stacks over there. And we know the rocket can hold 50. I know that I've got some in the chutes, but I'm going to ignore those. And they'll just be extra bonus dirty oil that we've got over there, so that's fine. So we're only going to press this button when we've got that on 50. And then we'll know we'll be able to bring a full load back. I hope. Very quickly, before we get onto anything else, let me check the fuel of the rocket. I could have checked it inside. I didn't need to come out here. But never mind. Did we... I can't check it out here without pulling the rocket apart. Full. Cancel. How is the rocket looking on fuel? We are... Where's my analyzer? There. We have a pressure of 17.6, 10,000 moles. I want more than that. Let's quickly sort that out now. I can also add this bit to the code where it fuels itself. I just haven't at the moment because of my half job. So that is that. So give me fuel. We're kind of running low on fuel, which is why I want to kind of automate the volatile production. But it's going to have to wait for a second. Well, it's going to have to wait for a little bit. Once I've got all processing done, I need to get some gold shipped over here. And then once I have gold, I'll have all the basics. And I'm pretty sure I'm on gold. Can't remember. I need to look at my map. But yeah, once we've got all the basics, then we basically build whatever the hell we want. To a degree. Right, we're on 32 megapascal. If I turn this off for a sec, what does that balance out at? 31.2? Yeah, that would do for a single thing. So let me disconnect this. And also, we'd better charge you. Get you on. Empty that pipe. It's empty. Turn that off. I will check the battery of the rocket. It's probably okay. It doesn't use much power. We're on 92%. We'll let it charge up for a little bit. 93, not going to take long. Right, enough blah blah blah. Let's get on to what I actually wanted to do today. So, I need to get some frame. I need some steel. So, let me quickly get... Oh my god, I'm going to need to go mining for iron. Potentially. Right, I want me some steel. So, have those. And then give me my coal. Stick you in there. And also, whilst I remember... Let me paint you green. Because you are copper. And what I want to do is I want to build some frames. We need to build the platform that the centrifuges are going to be on. That's a point, actually. No, not a point. Nothing to do with what I just said. But how is my CO2 getting on? We're on 106 degrees. We're on 26% in here. So, we've got time. We've got time. Right, I've got my steel. So, let me get this split into 50s. You go in there and give me frames. Right, then I need the actual centrifuges. Nope. Nope. You're made in here, aren't you? Yep, of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? Invar and Constantin. I've got Invar, I've got Constantin. Right. Meet me one of... So how many of these... Should I just go 2 for now? I feel like 3 might be a little bit overkill, considering I only have 1 outpost. But we will be trying to expand pretty rapidly. But I'll go for 2 now. But we'll make it scalable, which, to be fair, is pretty easy to do. Give me more steel. We're going to need more pipes. So you and you. Make me insulated pipes. And just use all of that. That is fine. And while I'm in here, let's take my suit off, because we are wasting oxygen. What are we on? So we've got 5 steel frames. We're going to go for 2 centrifuges. What else do we need? Basically, we just pipe all that to our fuel. We'll probably have a couple of one-way valves in the system. Just so we can always shut off the fuel to the centrifuges if we need to. Not sure why that would ever be a thing, but better safe than sorry. The centrifuges need steel sheets and cable. So I get some more cable going while I'm here. To be fair, just use all of that. It's fine. So once we've got a centrifuge up and running, we'll be able to start processing this dirty ore that's coming in. Because we've actually already got quite a lot in the silo outside. Can't remember how much. And by quite a lot, I mean some. Right, rocket is at 99%. Before I forget, and whilst we're waiting for this, I'm going to go and disconnect the power line to the rocket. You know what I should... Oh, you know what? The power line is probably the easiest thing to do. There's no reason for me not to put it on the code for the rocket. But I'm lazy, and I'm busy doing other things. So, disconnect you. That's fine. The rocket will never launch anyway, because we got it set to check, didn't we? The minimum fuel... I can't remember if we checked power. Let me just quickly have a look at it. Where are we? So where's wait for launch? So the... Oh yeah, so the batteries has to be... Oh yeah, so we're checking power. So we have to have at least 50% power and at least 15,000 molds. So actually, that would not have launched because it only had 9,000 before. So we've got some safety in there, so we'll leave it at that. Because I'm a half job. Give me some more frames. I have no steel. That's fine. Do that. More frames. Got some pipes. Yeah, we're going to need a ton of chutes as well. So take the iron. I need some more. So you and you. You and you. I'm probably going to need to go out mining, but let's just see what happens. Basic chutes. Cables are done. Thank you very much. Don't need to hold them now. You go in there. Right. What are we on? 5, 6. That gives me 11. Random number, but alright. Sheets. And we need sheets and we need cable coil for these, so that's pretty easy. And then my thinking is that we probably... I think I might just dump everything into the silo and have everything go into the centrifuges. Because on Vulcan, if you've seen that, myself and my wife, what we've done is we've set up a system in which you can close off the different like the inputs. So if you want gold, you can go turn gold on. If you want iron, you can turn iron on. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go basically bog standard. Everything's going to go into this silo. Everything gets kicked out. And we'll just see what happens. Worst case scenario, we have to add in a sorter later. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll just see how it works. Just have everything going in. Like I said, at the moment, we've really got the one outpost, so it's not a massive concern. Right. Let me quickly get myself some lunch and some water. I do love me this bread. Have I used it all though now? Is this it? Is this the end of my bread? My bread's gone. No. On the plus side, we've got a shared ton of wheat and soybeans in here. Excuse me, got hiccups out of nowhere. Shut up. I really wish this was automated. I'd love to be able to automate this stuff, but I get it. There needs to be some manual work. I'm pretty sure there isn't another device we can shove this stuff into either. But you go there. Make me more bread. Thank you. Turn you off. And we made ourselves a loaf of bread. Lovely. Okay. Let's head on out and start getting this platform made for these centrifuges. I had more frames. Did I have more frames? If I did, don't know where they're gone. Although I'm sure I did. I had like 11 frames. Ah, yes, son of a bastard. Never mind. Okie dokie. So, this is going to be over here. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's give each of those a single weld. We don't need to. It doesn't need to be a massive setup either, to be honest. Like, it doesn't need tons of room. So if we go for like centrifuge number 1 there, centrifuge number 2 here. Yeah, we'll do it there. Why not? And then give me the welder, steel sheets, and then I need cable coil. 1, 2, perfect. So that's that, easy peasy. What did I do with that cable? Where's that coming from? Oh yeah. So we've already got a transformer set up here as well. Whoops. So we can get all of this connected pretty easily. Bring it down the side of them. Although if I do that, I won't be able to run chutes directly down into the frame. Do I care? Do I care? For now, I don't care. You go there. You, and you. You, and you. Okay. That's the first job done. So I'm making the chute, obviously. I need to get the pipe connected. Now, that is not this pipe. That's my dirty pipe, which, to be fair, should not be orange, because orange is fuel. So I should probably paint that a different colour. So let's... What colour should that be? Grey is CO2, white is oxygen, orange is fuel, khaki is base. I could go purple? But yeah, there's no gas that has purple. So purple is dirty. This is just a dirty line. I better paint the tank as well. All of that stuff over there can just wait. That's not urgent. So that's fine. So now I need to get this fuel line over there. Which, to be honest, pretty... you know what? Just to avoid any confusion. Purple. Purple. Yes, that's fine. Because that is all... We'll just ignore that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Where am I? Tools, wrench. Oh, you son of a person. Because that's a 10, I can't link it straight into it. Son of a... Fine, give me a 3. Give me a 1. And then we're going to go for a 5. So you go there, and then we get you connected there. And now we can join into there. So give me a 3. You go there. And then our fuel line comes out here. And this is definitely fuel that I'm messing right with here. Yep, we've got fuel. We haven't got a lot of fuel, but we've got fuel. Okay. So we go for 3. That's not going to work. So give me my wrench. You there and you there. Right, is that the input? That's the output. The input is going into here. Because of the cable, I'll just run it this way. I could go through the frame, but as we've established, I pick and choose when that's an okay thing to do. And that's the fuel there. So go corner, straight, and corner. And then all I'm going to do is bring this down to here. Like so. And then, can we get a 5 in there? Give me some pipes. Go straight, straight. Corner, corner. 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh man, you'd think I planned it. But I didn't. I never plan anything because I have no idea what I'm doing. Right, so that is the fuel. And now these guys I need to get their waste up. Just to that purple line, really. And look at this, I've already got a join right here that I can use. So I need to go get some more insulated pipes. What do we have? 97 shit, I didn't realize we had so much. Is that 97 4 stacks? I don't remember that. Okay. So, more insulated pipes. So that's steel and silicon, which I think we're okay on both of those things right now. Definitely got the silicon. Not in there, though. In that one. And there's some steel. You go there. Make me pipes. Okay. What else am I going to need? So I can... So I want to automate these centrifuges. Now, we have been shared a code and Sophie's used it on Vulcan. I'm being stubborn and not looking at it because I've killed them myself before, so I'm pretty positive I can do it again. But I haven't done it since I played on single player Vulcan. So I need to refresh myself on how it works, but we'll go through that at some other point. I'm not going to automate it today. Because I'm an arsehole. So do that. What else are you guys going to need? The fuel is going to be the issue. We're going to run out pretty quickly. But for this, basically I need to store the ore somewhere afterwards. So we're going to need like a number of sorters. What I might do for now, just because I can, is I'm going to make myself an ore pit. Because I think that's just a nice lazy way of doing what I want to do. So what I'm going to do, just because we can, and because silos can be boring, is let's just make a bit of a pit. And this is where our ores are going to go. Because why the fuck not? I just need to remove those frames. So let me get some paint because I need to remove them from underneath. Do that, do that. So they're the 4 frames that I want to get rid of. So let me grab these pipes. Oh, look at that for timing. I've got chutes, probably not enough. Do I have iron? I've got 13 iron. So make me chutes. And my idea, well, it's not really an idea. Oh, I've got loads of fucking chutes. Got bloody loads. Yeah, if I stick you in there, I can put more chutes in there. Ah, we're all shooted up, we're fine. Okay. Let's go get the silo plugged into the centrifuges. Let's get the waste line to that purple pipe. So this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, I was thinking about whether I go up as opposed to oh, this needs to be a overflow. It looks like you can connect. I didn't think you could do that, but it's going to let me, so that's fine. And then we'll go on to screw it. I could use like a 3 or a 5 here, but fuck it. Let's go windows. So we can see how the backup's doing. There we go. Now if we open this up. Way, look at the dirty all go through. Very nice. And they'll prioritize this centrifuge and then they'll start backing up into this centrifuge. So that is that. Now before I get these guys fired up, I need to connect the waste to the purple pipe. So let me bring that across. Like so. And then you go this way. 1, 2. You've got to come out one more. Drop you. Put you there. And then you go that way. No, you fucking fool. There. Right, 3. Straight. T. I need to come off this one here. Don't think there's anything at the bottom of this frame. Nope, we're clear. Cannot be merged. Oh, that one. That's fine. Duh. You come across there. 3. More pipe. I obviously made more pipe than I needed, but that's okay. Boom. You. Glasses off. Purple paint. Look at that. It's like magic. And I think I could probably get these guys going. My only concern is my fuel. I have just over 4 kilomole. Not a lot, but enough to get me started. So let's get these guys fired up. And yeah, I do need to automate these. But that will be a next time thing. Not a this time thing. So we've got plenty of dirty oil coming through. Right, so now I need to build the way for the chute to come out. And yeah, I need to remove those frames. So... actually... Oh no, it's not going to work. Basically, I just need to put 4 frames below them, don't I? That's all I need to do. So let me go and do that. I need 4 frames. I've got steel sheets, so just make me the frames. 4 of those. We're on 12 stacks at the outpost. So it's not slow. It's not terribly slow. And that's with 3 deep miners, which ain't bad. One more, please. Thank you. Right, let's go and stick those outside. I don't know why I've got that out. That's the wrong tool. Also, you should be with me. Okay. So give me frame. I'll get those ones welded first. And then do the next 2. Boom. Okie dokie. And then let's you guys are good. You good? Yeah. Right, so you should start building up stress, but then it will come down. From what we've been told and from what we've seen. That should be fine. And now look at that, we're getting the shit coming out. And how does our fuel keep up with this? So what we got? We're on 1.4 kilomoles, 2.84 kilomoles. I don't think it uses much fuel. But I just don't want them to run out, so I need to make that a priority at some point. Excuse me, hiccups. But I want the stress to go down. Oh, there we go. Going down. So easily sorted. Boom. Okay. So, let's go take those frames out from inside. And let's make us this box that I want to do, because why the hell not? So, we'll go for a wrench. Go beep, bap, boop, bap, beep, bap, boop, bap. And then I need my mining drill. Like so. And then give me my angle grinder. Boom. I now have what is going to be a little pit. So stick you in there for now. Let me tidy some of this shizzle up, shall I? You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. You go there. Yes and yes. Alright, so I want to... What was that air displacement then? I think it was just sucking some in, trying to get rid of pollutant. Right, shoots. I've just put all you away, but I need you now. And shoot very easily. Just go in the middle. So we will do this going this way. And then here we're just going to have a straight for now. I'm pulling that out one because I don't want the ores to get stuck in the thing. And my hope is now that I'll have enough chutes to get that connection sorted. Probably won't though. Also, I won't be able to put chutes here. Am I bothered? Maybe. Right. Bring you this way. Go for a junction. Junction there. Corner can go up here. Ah, that's a bit annoying because I can't get to that. No, this is not what I want. Let me undo all of this. Instead, we'll go up with these. Just a couple. And then I should be able to walk through that. Then for the junction, let's go for actually what we'll do is we'll put a junction there, get rid of that, go corner and corner, and we can bring that straight across, and I can still walk through there without any issue, and then we're just running off this one. Right, so if I go for a 5 for now, how far does a 10 send us? Bit high. Alright, fine. We'll go for a 5, then a 3, and that will take us just over that pipe. Move you. Give me a 5. How's that looking? I mean, it's going to be clear. I'll be able to make a nice little thing. Let me get rid of that. So we'll go for 3 there. 3 here. I need more chutes. I don't know if I've got any more iron. I need a haircut. But until Sophie moans at me, I ain't doing it. Right, give me those and that and that. Iron. Stick you in there. Oh, I've also got 5 chutes in there. Okay. And then I think just for safety, we should probably have some rails. So let's go 2, 4, 6. We'll go 7 rails. Have I got any rails? I don't. Oh, hang on. I have got rails. Boom. So we'll go for an elegant rail. Why not? All the way around. Like so. Perfect. Why am I doing this, you may ask? Don't know. Because I can. Alright, you and you. Is this going to be enough chutes? I bloody hope so. Okay, so give me a 5 here. And then... Yeah, that's great. It's going to go over the window at this point, but... Doesn't matter. That's not even in line anyway. That needs to go there. And like that. I need to go put these corners in. So you and a you. You're already connected. And then what can I get in here? A 10? Nope. So I can get a 5 in. And a 3. Look at that. With 1 chute to spare. Perfecto. And there we go. So we're starting to get some ore built up. So we've got iron, copper, and silicon sorted. Job is a good one. Just out of curiosity, that's not what I want. What region am I in? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I'm in gold. So I could very easily hook up a couple of deep miners just down here somewhere and feed them into this silo. The problem is gold then wouldn't get processed. If I was to bring gold into here, then my issue is that it gets put like it's last in, first out. No, it isn't. It's last in, last out. So if there's like 400 stacks of dirty ore in there of iron, then we have to get through that before any gold that goes in afterwards is processed. Which I don't know if I care about. I mean, I guess realistically you want a system in which you can prioritize your dirty ore, whatever's coming. So maybe what I do is have another silo next to this one. And then it feeds into this chute network with a valve. So I can say, oh, so this is just my iron and my copper and my silicon. But then we have other ones come in, and when I go, hang on, I want to prioritize gold over this. So I can shut this off and have gold come in, or I can shut this off and have whatever else is coming through. So maybe that is the play. Yeah, maybe that's what we're going to do. So we'll just stick gold down here. Doesn't have to be any, like, it could be under the base. We don't have to see them. We could have some stairs come down to them if we wanted to. That's always an option. By the way, how's this tank doing? Oh, let me turn that off. Good idea. And then give me this. 4.09 megapascal. Did we put safety on this? I can't remember. Of course we didn't. We said we were going to potentially use this for the thing. The power generation thing. I don't necessarily know if we need to bother with it, to be honest. But this tank is here. Should we decide at any point we want to use it. A cooling loop, I think, does need speeding up. That's still cooling. We'd be screwed if we were desperate for the CO2. So maybe I'm going to put some more radiators on there really quickly. Let's do that. To be fair, we could just take them off there. Because they're not exactly doing anything over here. And give me... So I'm not going to put all of these in. We're going to see how it goes slowly. So let's just stick on another couple. Because there's the issue of when it cools, there's the problem that if it starts cooling too quickly, when this tries to vacuum out this pipe, we risk freezing. I mean, even that look is quite slow. So let's just quickly slap on quite a few of these. I can't remember how many I put on before where we had the problem. Alright, so that's a little bit quicker. As you can see, it's now actually cooling. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, how are we looking on our numbers? We've got 16. We're not going to worry too much about that. Right, a little bit of a shorter one. Well, potentially, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to call it there. A very simple case of obviously setting up a couple of combustion centrifuges, getting all that shooted up, got a little pit built. And then we also added a couple more deep miners to the outpost so that we can start getting some ore coming in, because I don't want to be doing mining if I can help it. Next time what I'm probably going to do is we're going to just go deep miner crazy. So we've got the map, let's bloody use it. So we've obviously got gold is where we're sat. So gold's easy. And then to the southeast, we've got everything over here. We've got silver just to the north and to the west of us, so we can use that. We've got coal just to the east. We can pull that through. We're not far from the cobalt. And then down here, we've also got lead and nickel. So what I might do is pull from this one, and that's where we'll get our silver from. Because we don't need much silver. We don't need much of any of them, but we'll get them coming in. So that's those three. We've already got these three, but from up here. We'll grab our coal. We've got our cobalt. I think what we'll probably do with the cobalt is maybe we'll do another rocket, because we can. No other reason. And then apart from that, I think that's everything. In it, really. We've got gold, we've got silver. I mean, we could pull our gold and silver together. Nah. We'll pull gold from here because we run it. It's easy. We'll pull silver from there because we're going to be getting all three of those together anyway. And then it's just the coal and the cobalt. So we will see how many of those we get done next time. I'm not going to worry about building actual outposts, like a breathable space. I don't think it's needed. I think it's a bit of a waste. Obviously, that one is very, very far away, which is why I've done that. But for these ones, my plan is to not have to go very far and eventually not go to them at all. So that is what we will do next time. And then we need to start looking at our fuel production. So I'm thinking, because O2, I'm pretty positive we are doing swell on O2. Yeah, we've got 21 kilomoles. So we could start producing fuel from this. We just need the volatile. So we'll start putting these potatoes to use and start getting those harvested, getting these shoved through a... what do? We put it through... you can do it two ways, can't you? I think the way that we did it before was run it through the recycler, then a centrifuge, then a furnace, and we get charcoal as a byproduct. That's a point, actually. If we get charcoal as a byproduct, we don't need a deep miner for coal, because we'll get it from this. So yeah, we'll probably do that. Because you can do it through the fertilizer. I'm not bothered about using fertilizer right now. I'm not too worried about it. So we just won't do that one. No point, because that also uses water, which I'm not doing. I'm not going to use water. Speaking of water, how much do I have here? I've not looked at my water for ages. Let's have a look. So in this system, I have 21 liters. Okay. So water, it would be good to start getting some water produced as well. Am I going to lose those seeds? Nope, we're good. But yeah, we'll do water as well, but once we've got volatile up and running, we'll do that. And we'll be one step closer to being self-sufficient. Okay, bit of a not getting much done, but taking a step in the right direction kind of video. If you don't like it, apologies, but this is how I play. But 21 still watching, thank you for your time, I appreciate it. Take care. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.